Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Country Smokehouse of Almont, offering the best quality and satisfaction in homemade meats, sausage, and jerky. It's a Michigan destination. Check out the website at countrysmokehousinc.com. And by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices.
It's a great grass. We're sitting here in Mecosta County on a piece of private land owned by three landowners. Years ago, through the Partners for Fish and Wildlife program, which is part of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, I worked with one landowner and did some wetland restorations. And he asked if he could do more, and I showed him a site that was approximately 100 acres in size that had great potential to restore. There were two county drains that drained a pretty large swamp, and the swamp was diverse, and it had some shrub, it had some what we'd call emergent, but mainly reed canary grass and other invasive species. So the area was drained severely historically for agricultural purposes. So what we did, it was a little bit of a interesting project because there were several landowners involved, and it took 5 years to get the landowners all together and wanting to do it. The next step was to work with the county drain office because there were two county drains, and to get their permission to plug the drains and to capture the water on these private landowners that wanted to be flooded. And then we had to work with the state to get the proper permits, and eventually with all the pieces together we were able to restore this wetland, which occurred, I think this is the third year it's been flooded. We plugged the two county drains. We put what's called an agri drain, or a water control structure, in one drain, and we put a rock spillway as a secondary spillway on the other drain on the north side. The agri drain takes pretty much all the base flow on the water, and that's what we can raise and lower the water with.
The wildlife in the area has exploded by the old standards. I mean, the ducks, the geese, the deer, the pheasants, you name it. I mean, it's wonderful. I can't say enough good about it. We've locked the land up so our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren will have the opportunity to see wildlife the way it was from the beginning.
Well, we're sitting here at the county drain that we plugged. You can kind of see down there where the drain was. The water level's up, but it's not at full capacity. This water level can come up another probably 3 feet. What we have here is what's called a water control structure that I'm standing on top of right now. It's an agri drain, and there's boards inside of it. The boards will regulate the water level. As soon as you put one board in, the water has to come in through a tube from the ditch, come up over that board, and we'll raise the water level out there, over the board, and out the other side and down the drain. You can do the same thing and pull the boards down over the course of the summer to mimic that drainage down, and put the boards back up in the fall and raise that water level up to provide all the food and the cover for the wildlife. Those are the boards. We've got all the boards in. The water level has not come up yet. So this will be the maximum water level here, and it'll come over that. The water is obviously higher on this side, and it's still in the process of coming up throughout the fall. It'll go over this top board and spill out the other side. I can lower this water level very easily by taking this and lifting these boards up. Let the water out. Shut her down. Put the water right back. So there's almost 100 acres behind this, so it takes quite a while to fill up and quite a while to drain down. But it's kind of a process that we use for not only water control for the benefit of wildlife, but in this case it's a county drain, and we can store a heck of a lot of flood water behind here, which helps infiltrate the ground, recharge groundwater, and control flooding. What a wetland really needs is to go through cycles of water, of having full pool and shrinking down in size over the course of the summer, maybe maintaining a little bit of open water permanently, and then reflooding as we get back into the fall. Traditional historic wetlands were created by beavers. Beavers would come and go according to their food source. When the food source ran out, the beaver dam would eventually inevitably blow out and the wetland would drain down for a course of 5, 10 years, however long it took for some food to grow back, tag alders and aspen. So then the beaver would move back in and plug it. And what happens is when the wetland drains down for a number of years, rejuvenates all the vegetation that's in there and rejuvenates all the oxygen that's in there. And then you have basically a banquet so you set the table for the wildlife. A new wetland, a young wetland is the most productive. Within 5 years, it starts declining.
See all the geese? Right here to the right. There we go. Second group come in. Let the second group come in. Here we come. Go.
That's just crazy. fast and furious. They're still landing. There's still flocks coming in.
We need an extra 10 minutes.
We needed 10, 15 more minutes, yeah. Yeah, there's too easy.
Final approach.
Let 'em come in.
The duck area.